Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm going to be showcasing my brand new army. It is heavily modified compared to last time. Okay, so I'm going to show it off real quick. I'm in private server just so that I can actually properly show it off instead of having people spamming the stupid nuke. Um, so it's been changed quite a bit. I changed out the elite super soldier for the elite electricity noob. I've heard they got buffed with its range. And I didn't hear anything about the HP, but the HP was buffed too. And normally I'm not happy about when things get buffed, per se, in a way. Like how Heavy Death Soldier got more range than Elite Robot Soldier before this update. But I actually like this. This is cool. Not only is the troop cool, but the range isn't like anything crazy. It's it's like the same as Elite Juggernaut. So not as much as Elite Super Soldier, but it outranges most of your average troops. I mean, snipers still more range, but come on, they're snipers. But yeah, I actually like it, and it's been working really well. Um, I swapped out the battle tank for heavy railgun tank. Don't get me wrong, the battle tank is good, and the reason why it's good is because it shoots out HE shells. I believe it's high explosive shells against noobs, which means explosion damage. So more damage, I believe, added to the already normal bullet. And it fires faster. It has less HP and damage, but has more speed, same range. And then the light machine gun, which does less damage than the heavy railgun tank's machine gun, laser machine gun to be specific. But I believe it fires faster. Um, 2 point. No, sorry, it's 0.01 milliseconds slower, which I don't think is anything crazy. But the explosion radius is the same, actually. What the heck? Huh. Um, so yeah, I mean, this is good. It's a good tank. It's probably better than the normal railgun tank, if I had to say. Actually, it has more range, so it is better. This is like a normal tank version of the heavy railgun tank. So if you can't afford heavy railgun tank, just get battle tank. This thing's good. I replaced the unmanned ground vehicle with a cavalry fighting vehicle with as many benefits as using the unmanned ground vehicle that's minus 50% respawn delay, which means it spawns way faster than other troops and can destroy traps. I just found that the damage isn't on par and the range isn't on par as with the cavalry fighting vehicle. Now, on the basis, these two have the same range, but if you check the anti-tank missiles, they have the same range as the. Oh no, they have more range than the normal tanks and snipers. And they do a heck of a lot of damage. Wow. Yeah. So, and then for a bit closer combat, it has the normal machine gun, which does okay damage. That might be actually really good damage. I can't tell because I've not used normal bullet vehicles like this in a long, long, long time. Oh, then real quick, the heavy railgun tank. My army didn't really have anything that fired like something that did a lot of damage in a short amount of time, like let's say elite robot soldier, that also could destroy force fields. So I needed that. Um, because my main vehicles is the heavy multi-rocket artillery. Now, I don't know if this thing got buffed. I'm not gonna be all dinky and look around with all that stuff, but this thing shreds. It shreds armies, especially when the shields are off. This thing shreds so many troops. It's actually unbelievable. And then the funny thing is that if this thing dies, if I already fire a rocket, the rocket continues to go. So it doesn't just delete mid-air. At least I think, based off what I've seen. Um, and then heavy anti-air vehicle. Sorry, rocket vehicle. So you need anti-air. Sorry, I just saw something moving. So, spotter for the Stealth detection. Oh, someone had asked me if spotter's good. Spotter is like having an anti-air vehicle. It's a necessity. Unless you have a bunch of troops that already have self-detection and you're pretty good otherwise. But if you don't, you need spotter. And I didn't upgrade these troops last video, so these are like 10 times better than what I originally saw. Spotter is like 402 range. Here, let me go to it so that there's proof. Uh, um, Spotter should be in this. I'm blind. Hold on. There he is. Sorry. Yeah, it's 402.50 range. That's a lot of range. That outranges most vehicles and troops in the game. Um, and then protector for healing and patching vehicles. Oh, anti-tank missiler to deal with anti-tank stuff because he does a lot of damage for a little guy like him. And two of them, that's like what, almost 3,000 damage if you're rounding. Um, and he has a lot of range too, so that's nice. And then the I don't know what happened if the elite robot relic gunners got buffed, but they seem to actually. Oh, I know what it is. They fixed the aim time. I remember seeing that in the patch notes. The aim time is way shorter, and the fire rate might be a bit faster. Um, I've buffed its damage and health though, but still. So it's been partially buffed from what I know of, so it is actually good. I don't use heavy death soldiering. The reason why is that I feel as if whenever I use them, even if I have a like full row of 8, they get shredded. I've been told that heavy riot guard, if he gets hit by missile, his like stability won't matter. Dude, that's the same for all of these troops. Even heavy death soldier did have the revive, and he does. Once a missile is fired, there's gonna be a butt ton fired, so he's gonna get hit anyways. And I think by the time he comes back up, any troop with a good amount of range is gonna hit him because he has way less range now. And the reason why I'm using heavy riot guard is because it's fast. Well, it seems slow to the rest of the troops because the new troops are really fast. But he's fast for what he is. It's 20 speeds, nothing to joke around about. He's slower than this guy, but he has more HP, and his stability makes up for the second life that this dude has. Not to mention that his stability and HP adds up to over 900 HP for one troop. He has less range, but he takes so much damage. And then he has a funny little stun grenade right there. And it's the same amount of range as his gun, so it stuns troops and reduces the range. Oh no, what are you gonna do? And this is something I've been wanting, or a troop like this. I've been wanting a troop that's fast, can tank, and can dish out a decent amount of damage. I mean, I wanted more range, but come on, not everything's perfect. And also, like, you're not missing out on looks. I mean, look at this. You cannot tell me this looks bad. I mean, the blue shock trooper leg armor might be not as cool, but still, this looks sick, dude. These guys look sick. There's nothing to complain about their looks with, especially if you got the diamond armor or any sort of good looking armor on them. And now since you can customize the color armor, it's gonna be popping. And then for air vehicles, I'm using heavy gunship plane. Again, I don't know why. I think it's just the Pierce, like defensive Pierce thing that they added. And I think bullets might have more defensive Pierce than lasers. Oh, the laser doesn't even have any. Huh. Okay. Well, there's that. I mean, it does more damage than the light laser gunship plane, but generally they have like the same amount of DPS. It's weird to me though they got rid of the DPS option. Huh. Um, but I mean, this thing tanks more HP than this guy, although it's like 700 more or something, but still. And it has more defense, same range, less speed. Nothing you complain about. But yeah, I just find it mowing down troops a bit more often. And then, so for my top pick of planes, I would do heavy helicopter, rocket helicopter, heavy bomber, and heavy gunship plane. Those are my like top favorite planes. But for most circumstances now, I'm finding the heavy bomber plane be bugged out and doesn't really drop its bombs. Um, I'm about to send feedback to the developer because there's an option for that now in the game, thankfully. But then rocket helicopter, just clear out the center. There's no anti-air guns, and wipe the floor basically. And then by the time it runs out of missiles, the troops should already be there. And then ships, heavy missile guided destroyer, fat tip. Heavy missile guided destroyer, the not alternative version, is better than the alternative version. I've tested it. It is better. I've done I have fought against people with normal version of this and I've used alternative. The alternatives suck, but they are bad. And I'm pretty sure it's because of that little damage, the nerf on the damage. It is bad. It is so bad. I was generally annoyed when it was losing. Um, and then if you're needing a full-on boat fight and you don't need to worry about stealth detection and a button of HP, just swap out the heavy destroyer for the heavy missile guided destroyer. Just swap it out. Um, yeah. So here's the army. Here's squads. I have the spotter with the heavy anti-air rocket vehicle because I'm treating them as like the same thing. So you need both. You need them both to be alive. So you can separate them from army, keep them out of enemies' range, but then the range is big enough for them to do their job. Squad A, I don't even know. It's just long range stuff, and then the healer to help them. So I guess that works. Squad B, again, I don't really know, but I mean, vehicle is shorter range, but has high fire rate and decent damage with the rockets. Vehicle with high range, pretty high damage, and then a super noob with a lot of HP and can stun some stuff. There you go. Mortar vehicles, put back their mortars and artillery that in warfare. That's how they put in the back if I wanted to do that. And then squad F is the rushing thing. Separate them to go after the enemy, cook them, whatever. Here's formation. It stay the same. Um, so just that pause video if you want to get a better look at that. Mechs. I've not tested all the mechs. In my personal preference, the prototype mech, it's decent, but I don't like its abilities. I like the gunner mech better, and I've heard the commander mech is good. It's more of a support thing, not anything crazy. The flying mech might be good. So the heavy gunner mech might be good, but I don't like that because it's slower. Wow, it does have lower HP though. Swordsman mech, I don't like it because I feel as if even though the sword is like long, I feel like it doesn't hit anything compared to how long a sword is. Like the range feels small compared to what you're actually using. I try using the assault mech. The bullets drop off, I feel like pretty far. Flame mech probably not good. I haven't tested that. Scout mech is yeah, it's just a polished piece of trash, to be honest. It's a scout mech. You can't expect anything crazy from a scout thing. Um, so yeah, that's everything. And then um honestly, people, if you're going to classic servers, I've noticed this way more now. People will be spamming nukes. So just prepare to get used to that. Um, I'm taking all your army ideas into consideration, although it's a lot, I will admit. So I'm gonna be creating a separate video series. I can't say specifically what's gonna be coming out, but it's gonna be in the row of these Noob Army Tycoon videos. Um, and I am wanting to release gameplay of me playing other games and maybe this one too. But I'm definitely wanting to do a show off. That's probably gonna be in my next video, is just showing off the battle tank and heavy railgun tank and seeing which one is truly better. Although in different situations, both are being needed over the other. Or like one's gonna be needed other over the other for a different situation. Um but yeah. So I wanna do that. Yeah, so Elite Robot Soldier still sucks. So don't use it. Heavy Death Soldier sucks a bit more. No, sorry, not a bit more than the robot, but it sucks more than what it was originally. Um, yeah. So, and then I'm not using any stealth stuff because there's spotters, and if any army has a spotter or anything with stealth detection, your stealth things are not gonna do a thing. Trust me. That's why I'm not using them. But yeah, I'll be showing off my messy army slots in a different video because I think this one's already a bit too long compared to my average video. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and bye.